Hello and namaste. We're going to work through a power vinyasa flow in this sequence. And before I get started, I'm going to talk quickly about breathing. Throughout the practice, I'll be cueing when you should inhale and exhale. You should always continue to breathe and just ensure that you are breathing deeply, even if it's not on my cues. Just a couple of words about the breathing technique. So what we're trying to do is maintain tone in the belly, and our breathing is helping us to do that. So as we inhale, this is part of the movement in the body that we're experiencing, not just the breathing itself. And as we exhale, we're feeling a little tone in the abdomen, scooping of the belly. This is helping keep us long through the tailbone. So we want to always think about this breathing as opening and closing, expanding and contracting. So even when you're very still in a yoga pose, there's still that sensation of movement from breath, and always maintaining the bandhas, Uddiyana Bandha, upward flying lock. You want to feel lift. So let's practice for just a moment. Hands to your heart center. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Feel the expansion. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more, we'll start moving. Inhale deeply. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press your palms together, bring your hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press your palms together, bring your hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up and hold. Interlace your fingers. Point your index finger. Keep your tailbone moving down. Start to lift the frontal hip bones. Imagine that your inner thighs are engaged. Starting to look up if you're comfortable. Deep inhalation, a little more challenging in a back bend. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, realign the crown with the tailbone, looking forward. Inhale here. Exhale, press out through the base of your palms. Reach wide, drop the shoulders. Inhale your hands to your heart center. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, open up, look up. Maybe you're opening up into a little back bend, feeling stretch through the front of the hips. As you exhale, tuck your pubic bone, hinging forward, bend the knees, reach forward, try to lengthen the torso, come into a forward bend. Take your hands to your shins, just beneath your kneecaps. Inhale to lengthen, look down, legs are straight, shoulders drawing down the back, inhaling. Exhale, fold in. Rounding forward, bend the knees. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen, look down. Exhale, rounding forward, bend the knees, let your head hang. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, rounding forward. One more time, inhale, hold. Take your hands to your shins, lengthen your crown away from your tailbone. See if you can find the sensation of the backs of your thighs wrapping away from one another. So your big toes are grounded, each toe is grounded, heels are grounded. Now imagine that your inner arches, the very center lines of your feet on your big toe side, are drawing up. Feel your knees are slightly bent, so they're not completely locked. And start to think about the sit bones moving away from one another, chest moving forward. So it feels like you're pulling energy out of the floor through your feet. Again, not gripping the toes though. Let's take one more deep inhalation here. Exhale, ragdoll forward, bending those knees. Let your body drape. Look down towards your feet. Bend your knees, plant your palms. Step back into your upward push-up plank position. Press your heels back, tailbone towards the heels. Draw your chest forward. Imagine that your hands would come straight together because you're drawing them together, and they're not moving because your mat's there keeping them in place. So you feel activation through the center lines of the arms, the biceps. Now rotate your elbows so they point straight back. Chest continues to lead. Deep inhalation. Exhale, shift forward from the toes, coming all the way down. You want to graze the rib cage with your elbows coming to the floor. Reach the legs back, press the tops of your feet into the mat. So that's the toenail side, pressing down. Press those feet down so much that you feel your kneecaps hover. Now start to broaden through the collarbones, lift that chest, hover your palms. Now reach back, thumbs turned in towards the body, palms open towards the ceiling. Continue to press the feet down. Now turn your nose towards the floor, lengthen through the back of your neck, and start to drop your chest just a little bit here. See if you can find the muscles along the spine, so both sides of your back drawing in towards the spine itself. So it feels like there's a little contraction. You may even feel like the lats are working here. Continue reaching back with the fingertips. Lats are the muscles on the outsides of the ribs, the very outside of your body. Let's take one more deep inhalation. Inhale. Exhale, reposition your palms under your shoulder blades and then halfway down the rib cage. Hug the elbows in, plant the thumb and index finger, turn the toes under now. Heels are up. Start to press your arms to straight. Your knees are hovering. Press up, bend the knees, press forward through the palms, shift the hips back. Now bend your knees and try to take your tailbone away from your fingertips. Now I know we want to do downward dog with straight legs, but see if you can continue to lengthen the crown away from the tailbone, tailbone away from the crown. Take a moment here to open up the lower back. Press forward through the palms and wrap your armpits in towards one another. So we feel activation and broadening through the back of the body, wide through the backs of your shoulders. Now start to lift your heels up onto the toes, straighten those legs, pull up on the thigh muscles, lift your hips high. Press forward through the palms. Inhale here. As you exhale, space the toes out and roll the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, roll the heels out. And again, inhale up. Exhale, roll. Let's do this just one more time. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale to lower. See if the heels will sink any amount. Even if the heels aren't down, imagine that the backs of your thighs are moving down and away from you as your tailbone continues to lift. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the top of your mat. Hopper step forward. Inhale, lengthen, hands to shins, look down. Exhale, fold in. You can always bend your knees. Inhale all the way up, one breath sweeping up. Exhale your hands through to your heart center. Now bring your hands down by your sides. Drop your weight into your heels. See if you can sweep your fingertips down as you drop your sit bones. Inhale, touch the mat, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Hold here for 3. Pull up on the arches of your feet for 2. For 1. Exhale. Inhale all the way to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hopper step plank. Chaturanga with lead with the chest, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog for 3. For 2. And 1. Look to the top of your mat. Hopper step forward. Big toe knuckles touching. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And now bend your knees, drop your bum, reach up, inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart center for 3. So you should feel the undersides of your thighs working, your hamstrings, your inner thighs. and your quads, the tops of the legs, not just the tops of your legs, the whole 360 degrees of your legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hopper step into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now, before we hold our down dog, let's practice our up dog again. Inhale to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Feel your frontal hip bones draw towards one another. Lift your chest. Thighs are hovering. Press the feet down. Exhale, roll into your down dog. For 3. For 2. And 1. Deep inhalation. Look to the top of your mat. Hopper step forward. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees, drop your bum. Reach your arms straight up. Bring your hands to your heart center for 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale, reach up all the way up. Exhale your hands in towards your heart center. Interlace your fingers. Now drop your weight into your heels again. Bending the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Now inhale, center, come all the way up, reach up, start to open up, drop the tailbone down, lift the chest. Deep inhalation here. Exhale, realign the crown with the tailbone, press out through the palms. Reach around your back, inhale, lift the chest, interlace your fingers. Exhale, bend the knees, lengthen forward, chest and belly towards those thighs. Inhale, lengthen, look down, lift the knuckles. Exhale, fold in. Take your crown towards your toes. Keep those knees bent if the backs of the legs are tight. Breathe. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, hands down into the back. Now slide your hands down the backs of your legs, holding the backs of your shins with your palms. Wrap your elbows in behind your knees. Now inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Try to bring weight into the toes so it's balanced evenly. Your weight in your heels, balls of your feet and your toes. Breathe into the back of your waist. One breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now start to bend your knees. Bring your fingertips down either side of your feet. Start to take your knees straight forward. Rock up off your heels. Come to sitting on the heels. Squeeze the thighs together. Hands to your thighs. Knees moving forward. Hands to your heart center. Breathing deeply. Inhale here. Exhale, reach up. Now start to reach wide. Press out through the palms. Keep the inner thighs drawn together. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's plant those palms, hopping or stepping into your plank. Hold your plank. Legs are staying together. Now roll onto the outside of your right foot. Lift the left arm up. Now start to reach the left fingertips forward. Maybe the left leg hovers for 3. You can also bring down your right knee for 2. And breathe for 1. Legs are together. Back into your plank, palms under shoulders. Roll onto the outside of your left foot. You can bring your left knee down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Now hover that right leg and hold for 3. For 2. And 1, deep breath. Legs together, back into your plank. Hold your plank. Now shift back into downward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, move forward into chaturanga. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, move forward, chaturanga. Your feet are hip distance apart here. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, dog. Exhale, chaturanga. One more time. Inhale. This time as you exhale, shift forward, hold your plank or your chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way to the floor. Reach your legs back, press the tops of your feet down. Reach around to interlace your fingers behind your back. Take a deep inhalation here. Exhale, start to lift the chest. Reach the knuckles back. Now bring your big toes together. Press the feet down. Start to hover the legs. For 3. And 2. And 1. Lengthen your heart center forward. Lower the chest. Place the palms under your shoulders, halfway down your rib cage. Turn your toes under. Back into plank. Into downward dog. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. 1 more. Looking forward, take the right foot forward, leave the left foot where it is. Bring your hands to your right knee. Soften the left knee so it starts to point straight down. Now you want to drop your tailbone towards the floor, leave your left hand or right hand where it is. Extend the left arm. Sink your hips. Keep pressing the left heel back, tailbone moving straight down for 3. For 2. 1 more breath. Lengthen your body forward. Plant your left palm to the inside of your right foot. Draw your heart center forward. Shoulders back. Reach the right arm up and start to open up into your twist. Look up. Now you're pressing down with the left palm, but that right arm reaching up is helping to lighten the whole body, lifting the back of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, rotate down and plant the palms. Soften the left knee. Slide the right leg all the way back and take it up. Stay off your left heel, point the right toe. Inhale here. Exhale, round forward into cat back. Knee to nose, nose to knee. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Bring your hands back to your thigh. Now take the left hand to the back of your left leg. Reach the right arm straight up. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper, maybe look up. For 3. For 2. And 1. Big breath. Exhale, lengthen forward, right hand down, left palm under the left shoulder. Bring your left knee down. Now step the right leg back. Ground the sole of your right foot. Left palm under the shoulder. Reach the right arm up. Now slide your left leg out in front of you. Open up. Look up. Press the back of your left foot into the floor. Lift your hips higher. The whole right foot, the sole of the foot is grounded. One more breath. Now draw your left knee under your body. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale, lift your chest, come into cow. Scoop the bum up. As you exhale, round into cat. Just 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Come back to your tabletop. Before we move to the next side, we're going to bring our forearms down, interlace the fingers, press the base of your palms together. Now step your feet back, come into your plank, and hold for 3. Shifting forward off the toes. Pressing back for 2. Now 1 more shift forward. And back and hold. Keep pressing forward through the forearms. Let's take 2 more breaths. Now see if you can place the palms under your shoulders. Lift into your plank. Come into your downward dog. Step the left foot forward. Right foot stays where it is. Bring your hands up onto your left knee. Left hand stays on the left knee. Reach the right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale. Let's sink a little deeper. Open up that right side. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen forward. Bring the right palm to the inside of the left foot. Press the palm down. So that palm is actually under the shoulder. Reach the left arm up and start to look up. Try to continue to draw your crown forward, shoulders back. Lifting the back of your right thigh. Keep reaching back with your right heel. Inhale. Exhale, rotate down, plant the palms, soften your right knee and slide the left leg all the way back. Take it up, point the toe. You're off your right heel still. Keep the right heel up. Use your right thigh. Point the left toe. Inhale. Exhale, round forward, cat back. Inhale, extend. Exhale to round. Inhale, extend. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, step forward. Left foot forward again. Bring your hands onto the left knee. This time the right arm reaches for the right thigh, back of the thigh. Left arm reaches up. Inhale here and breathe, sink. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen forward, palm on the left thigh, right arm under the right shoulder. Drop your right knee down, step the left leg back. Left foot is grounded, press it into the floor. Now start to extend the right leg out and slide it out off of your mat. Open up and look up. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the right knee back under the body, onto your hands and knees. Inhale, lift your chest, scoop the bum up. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. And again. Two more. Last one. Now come back to tabletop. Turn your toes under so the toes are pressing down. And come on up onto your knees. You can always pad your knees with a towel or double your mat over. So you're folding your mat over one more time to support your knees. Now let's reach wide through the palms, press out. Keep your knees moving down. The thighs feel like they're drawing up as well as the frontal hip bones. Reach around your back. Come into reverse prayer. So the palms are pressing together or you're grabbing your opposite elbow. When the palms are coming in towards one another, the hands continue to slide up the back. My toes are pressing down. Inhale deeply here. As you exhale, start to lift the chest. Open up and breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. And bring your hands back to heart center. Plant your palms. Turn your toes under. Pick your hips up and back. Come into your down dog. Now in this down dog, just stay put or take your left hand and reach for the back of your right ankle. So you're twisting in your down dog, looking under your right armpit, press forward through the right palm. And switch, or just hold on to your regular downward dog for a few more breaths. Right hand to the back of your left ankle, looking under your left armpit, and breathe. Final breath. Back to center. Turn your left heel in. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Inhale up to your warrior one. Reach up. Keep pressing the left heel back as you sink the hips down. Inhale here. Exhale, open up to warrior two, palms open to the ceiling. This time slide the left leg back, maybe broaden that stance. Inhale here. Exhale, start to straighten the right leg. Don't lock the knee. Reach the left fingertips to the back of the left leg. Right fingertips reaching back. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the right knee and windmill back towards the floor. Plant your palms, step back into plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale to down dog. Turn your right heel in, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two, palms open to the ceiling. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up and back with the left fingertips. Exhale, bend the knee and windmill, plant the palms, step back plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left heel in, right foot forward. Inhale up, reach up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, windmill forward. Plant the palms, step back, plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right heel in, left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, breathe. Exhale, open up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to windmill, plant the palms, step back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog for 3. This down dog, turn your heels together, your toes out, so your legs are together. Ground your heels, lift your tailbone. Now rotate the heels in line with the toes. Step your right foot forward. Start to come back into your crescent lunge. So the left heel is up. Reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, point the index finger. Deep inhalation. Exhale, lengthen your body forward over your right thigh. Draw your body to standing just on the right leg. Point the left toes and breathe. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, step back into your lunge. Release your arms, plant your palms, step back into your plank, hold your plank. Shift your hips up and back for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right heel is up. Inhale, rise up to your crescent warrior, reach up, interlace your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen your body forward over that left thigh. Draw your body weight forward onto the left leg. Point the right toes and breathe warrior 3 for 1, 2, 3, 4. One more breath. As you exhale, step back with the right foot and open up wide. Heels in line with toes, reaching wide with the arms. Have your ankles under your wrists. Take a deep breath, inhale here. Exhale, reach around, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, lengthen forward, hinging at the hip creases. Now we're going to pause here, lift the knuckles. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards the floor, straighten your body out. Parallel to the floor, knees are bent. Inhale. Exhale, press out through the outs and insides of your feet and bow your head again, lift the knuckles. And again, inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, hinge forward, press out. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, hinge forward, press out. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, hinge forward, lift the knuckles and breathe. Now bring your hands into your back and walk your hands forward under your palms. Now start to bend your right knee so that your weight is shifting to the right. Keep your hands down and lift your left toes. And back through center, left toes are down. Start to bend the left knee, shift your hips back, keep your hands down, lift the right toes. Inhale up. Exhale, both feet are down. Exhale. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, come all the way up to standing. Now rotate your right toes towards the back of the room. Left toes are turned in about 45 degrees. Align the arch of your left foot with the heel of your right.
Inhale, open wide. Exhale, draw that right hip in and lengthen. Start to reach for the back of the room. And then let your hand come wherever it wants to. Reach the left arm up and start to look up into your triangle pose. Breathe. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, soft bend in the right knee. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Now take your right hand to your hip. Start to walk your left heel in just a little bit so you feel like you can turn your hips to square the back of the mat. Inhale the left arm up, reach up. Exhale, lengthen forward, reaching with that left arm. Keep tucking the right hip back. Bring the left palm to the inside or the outside of your right foot. You can also place it on top of the foot. Draw your heart center forward, spiral your chest open. Right arm reaches up and look up. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, rotate down. Inhale, windmill that left arm to standing and open up. Now space your legs out again so that your ankles are under your wrists. Turn your left toes towards the front of the room. Spin the right heel out so your left heel is now aligned with the arch of your right foot. Don't lock the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left hip in and try to reach to touch the front of your room you're in. Wherever that left hand falls, let it fall. Those of you that are feeling really open, you might be able to get the big toe, but don't fight for it. Reach up and look up. If you can't get the big toe, don't worry about it. One more breath. Inhale here. Exhale, we're softly bending the left knee and inhaling up to standing. Left hand comes to the left hip. Take the right foot just a little bit forward, maybe slightly out to the right so you can square your hips forward as we move into revolved triangle. Inhale the right arm up, lengthen. Exhale, tuck the left hip back as you reach forward. Right palm to the inside, on top of or to the outside of the left foot. Draw your heart center forward. Reach the left arm up and open up. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to rotate forward, bend the left knee, and step to the top of the mat so the right foot's coming forward. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, soften and fold in. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Now take your hands to your hips. Walk your feet hip distance apart. Broaden the collarbones as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the hips back, bend your knees. Try to lengthen the torso over the thighs. Look down at your big toes and take your first two fingers and your thumb. Hold your big toes. Don't force your legs to straight. It's not important. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold in. Now from here, focus on drawing the elbows away from one another so you feel like you can draw your upper back forward. Look for the opening between the shoulder blades. One more breath.
Now take a peek down at your feet. Release your fingertips forward. Bring your heels together. Turn your toes out. Your knees are turning out. Start to drop your bum into a squat. Your heels are going to lift. The knees are wide. Walk your hands forward. Ground those palms, bow your head, and gently draw back through the sacrum. So that's the big bone at the top of your bum, at the very base of your spine. So it's not your spine, it's the big bone in your hips and your pelvis. Draw back. Take one more breath here. Now be very careful as you come out of this, especially if you have knee injuries. Walk your hands under your shoulders, so bring them under your shoulders, and lift your hips, point your knees forward, and start to have a seat onto your mat. Once you're seated, keep your knees bent. Draw the skin out from under your sit bones and hold the backs of your thighs with your hands. Bring the legs together. Now start to shift onto the back edges of your sit bones. Hold here or start to extend the legs. Hold here or release the arms and reach up. Reach up, inhale. Reach wide. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Hold here. Now bring your heels down. Lengthen up, shifting around. Try to get on the top edges of your sit bones. Inhale, breathe. Lift the chest. Exhale, lengthen forward over those thighs. Reach for whatever works for you. Inhale, re-lengthen, look towards your toes. Exhale, soften and hinge. Now point your feet here instead of flexing them. See what happens. And then start to flex the feet again. Let's take one more breath. And release, come to sitting. Bend your knees and roll onto your back. Nice and easy. Now reach to touch your heels with your fingers. I was going to say tickle, but we'll call that tuckling now. So reach to tuckle your heels with your fingers. Make sure your feet are still hip distance apart and start to gently lift the tailbone. Start with that sensation, just peeling the tailbone. Not into your full bridge pose yet. Take your time. Now start to gently lift those hips and pause. Relax your glutes. Do this in stages. If you're comfortable to interlace the fingers, go ahead. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the midline of your body. Relax your glutes. Maybe lift a little higher. Relax your glutes. Maybe lift a little higher. See if you can relax the glutes again. Should feel like the glutes are dropping right off the body before you lift any higher. If you can't relax the glutes, focus on that. Sometimes we use this in aerobics classes or other conditioning classes to strengthen the glutes. Here we want to relax the glutes. And inhale. Exhale, release your arms and roll your spine out one vertebrae at a time until the lower back meets the mat. Now options, you can come back into that previous position, back into your bridge pose, or you can work into your full wheel pose here. Reach down to tuckle your heels. And then start to lift your hips. Bring your fingertips under your shoulders and come onto your crown. Pause here. If this is new for you, this is great. Otherwise, if you're moving on, start to press into the palms. Lift your hips. Look down if you're comfortable.
and release. Onto the crown if you're already all the way up. Lower down, roll the spine out, chin drawn in as you roll it out. And breathe. And from here, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, the knees dropping open. Reach your arms wide at shoulder height. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale through the mouth. And again. One more. Let's draw the knees together. Keep your arms open at shoulder height. And start to lift the shins so they're parallel to the ceiling. Keep your knees bent. Feel the lower back broad. Deep inhale here. Exhale, start to let the knees drop towards the right. I have this little mic here, so I'm going to see if I can bring my knees down without damaging it. There we go. Now start to look towards the left. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want another option, hold your left big toe with your right fingers and thumb and extend the leg. Now you're welcome to stay here. This might feel good for you. If you want to move on from here, I'll see if I can do this with the little doohickey on my hip. See if you can take your left hand and grab your right foot. So we're going to open the front of the right hip flexor while we stretch out the left hip. Keep your shoulders grounded, looking to the left. One more breath. And let's release whatever you've got here. We're going to bend the knees back to where they were. And then inhale, roll onto the back. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. Arms are nice and wide. You should feel heavy and open through the backs of the arms and shoulder blades. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, let your knees drop to the left. And we've got a number of variations for our twist. Listen to your body. Try to do what's appropriate for you. Stay here if this feels good. If you want a little more, the right big toe into your left peace fingers and thumb. This can be where you can stay today. This might feel like a lot, opening up that right hip. If you want to add a bit, start to bend the left knee, look for the left foot with your right hand, and then we're literally like a wishbone here. So you're starting to draw the left knee towards the top of your mat, but your shoulders are staying grounded. So the backs of my shoulders are right into the floor. Look towards the right and breathe. Let's take our last breath. And let's release the legs. We'll bring the knees together again. Knees are bent. And inhale, roll onto your back and release the soles of your feet to the floor. Now from here, we're going to move into some closing postures. So if you're not familiar with plow, half plow, or shoulder stand, you might want to practice this in a class with your teacher first. So you're welcome to just lay on your mat, relaxing with your arms open, and transitioning into Shavasana in just a couple of minutes before the practice completely ends. You're welcome to just relax now. Otherwise, bring your hands down by the sides. Take your legs up over your head and pause when you see your knees. Now the goal here is not to get the feet to the floor. The goal is to lengthen the back of the body. So while your legs are together, press out through the heels. You may find that your toes touch down. If your toes don't touch down, don't worry about it. Don't push for it. And do not roll onto your neck. If you're still comfortable here, you may want to try interlacing the fingers and extending the arms out onto your mat. See if you can get the backs of your arms into the floor here. Now, a little experiment for some of you. You may want to keep the arms extended and see how it feels to lift up into a partial shoulder stand from here. Not working for you, that's just fine. Bend the elbows, bring the soles of the palms of your hands to the lower back, fingers pointing up, and start to extend the legs. So now the weight's in the backs of the arms. Press out through the ball of your foot, big toe knuckles touching, spread the toes. Lengthen up through the front of your body so it feels like you're a pillar leading upward towards the ceiling, and then let the energy flush out of the legs back into the torso. Let's take one more breath. As you exhale, start to bring your knees towards your forehead. If the knees meet the forehead, then just leave them there. If they don't worry about it. Interlace your fingers again if you feel comfortable here. Make sure you interlace your fingers a way that feels strange to you occasionally so that you're balancing out the hands and the shoulders. So I've just switched the way I've interlaced my fingers for this time. Now release those interlaced fingers. If they are, press the palms down. Hover your knees away from your forehead. If they aren't already, hover them away. Now start to pull the belly in as you roll the spine out. So I'm going to use my strength of my arms and my core to really slowly roll out. It's going to get harder as my lower back gets closer to the floor. And from here, if I'm feeling good, if you're feeling good, you can start to extend the legs completely until your heels tap down. Now, it does take a lot of core strength, so if your lower back starts feeling strange, bend your knees. Really pulling those belly muscles in. Keeping long through the back of the neck, press out through the heels, and those legs will come down. And then we'll just reach up and back so we can stretch out the whole front of the body. Feel some opening through those hip flexor muscles. Press the heels away from you, fingertips reaching back, heels reaching forward. And start to bring your hands down by your sides. Stop when your arms feel like they want to stop. So my arms are going to stay a little wider today. Some of you may want the arms closer in towards the hips for Shavasana, but make sure you feel comfortable. That's very important in Shavasana. Take your heels slightly wider than your hips and let your big toes turn out to the sides. Make sure your shoulder blades are drawn up into the back. And then pick your head up away from the floor, draw back through the crown, and then set your head back down. Tip your chin from side to side. Take a couple of breaths here. And then draw your chin back to center. And let's spend a few minutes in Shavasana, feeling the subtle sensation, the subtle change in shape of your body as you breathe. Relax your jaw, the skin around your eyes and on your forehead. Begin to deepen your breathing. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Now reach your arms up behind you. Get a good stretch through to the heels of your feet. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on your mat. Roll to your right side, use your right arm as a pillow, and take a breath here. And walk yourself to a seated cross-legged position at the top of your mat. Sitting up nice and tall. Crown of the head is reaching up. Everything else feels relaxed and heavy. Bring your hands to your heart center with your eyes closed for a breath. Opening your eyes. Namaste. So thanks very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. And as always, I encourage you to leave your comments and questions on this YouTube channel or on my Facebook page, Brian Jones Yoga. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks very much. Namaste.